Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, November 4th, and today we will cover the trades for the YieldMax ETF Tesly as of Friday, November 3rd. And there will be some additional bonus content thanks to Airborne, who's in my Discord and does great work on the Power BI. So you can check that out. I'll cover that as soon as I'm done going through what happened yesterday on Tesly. So, real quick on the synthetics, no change. So nothing to add here. As always, the synthetic tab is tracking as of the position they opened, right? When they opened the 190 synthetic strike, which was on October 30th, we are tracking what they add, to that position, how much they make, and whether or not they're going to make a profit on it. As you can see, right now, they're in a $33 million debit. However, if you look down below, I do track what these, the value of each is worth. So right now, you can see the value of the call is now 131 million total. So taking out the closing the put, it's a total, we're in a net credit of 74 million on the synthetic, and we're doing very well on the synthetic, which is good. So we don't want to lose money, kind of like how we got burnt last time on the 270. So this 190 is sitting pretty, so let's feel pretty good knowing the position of the synthetic. And as always, before I continue, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. Okay, so what did they do? Basically what they did yesterday is they closed and rolled their positions, right? So to roll, you have to close and then reopen a new position. So yesterday was November 3rd. So if we look here, what the hell is it? November 3rd. Yeah, they closed. Yeah, there's three positions. 375. Where's the strikes? I'm sorry. 212.50. No, 220. 207.50 and 212.50. Okay. Sorry. Again, it's early in the morning on Saturday. Just got in my car. I'm going to go to the gym after. So, I did these last night after drinking a half a bottle of wine. So, let's go through these. The 212.50, they closed that, and it cost them, a decent amount because the Tesla price was above. So it cost them $7.66 per share. And they rolled that into a 225 strike, which expires next week. And they only made $3.38 on that one. So that one, not that great. The 207.50, even worse, right? Because that's even more under the Tesla price of $219. We don't know what time of day they rolled this, so we don't know what Tesla price was, but you get the idea. So the 207.50, what did that cost to close? It cost $12.44. That's a lot of money per share. And they rolled it into next week with a 225 strike, and that got a credit of $3.22. Again, not looking good. So the savior here is the 220. So if you look at the 220, it's above, right? It's above the Tesla price. Again, I don't know what the Tesla price was when they rolled, but if you look at the price, 78 cents it cost to close that position, which if you can get it under $1, that's a win. And even better, they rolled it up. So they rolled it up to 225 as the others, and they made $3.33. Solid. But since that's the majority of the contracts, you can see the profit loss for each, right? And as mentioned on the two above, they're a net, as of yesterday, the trade of yesterday, it's a net debit. But again, the 220 saved us. It's a net credit. That 11 million saved us. Because if you look the running total, we had a $31,000 credit to start the month, and then boom, debit $255, debit $128, debit $539, debit $432, debit $3 million. But here we come. We're at a credit of $8 million. Solid. So the outstanding shares did not change, which is kind of why the synthetics did not change, which is very unusual. I think that's almost 2 days in a row. No change on outstanding shares, which maybe they didn't update it. That is also possible. Premium per share for the month of November, 13 cents. Not bad. Premium change again, 13 cents, because they made nothing on that last trade. So Tesly price is above 12. It's at 12.15. Hallelujah. And running yield for the month, 1%. Average daily yield. What is this? Do I have this? Trading days. How many trading days have we had in November? 1, 2, 3, 3, right? So I didn't update this formula. Average daily yield 0.36%, and annualized yield we're at 12%. Again, so early, so we really can't look at that. We'll get into this $8 million that I created in a second. Closed positions. So they closed 3 positions. So now let's see how they played out. I'm showing when they opened the 207.50, they got a credit of $58,000, but in order to close it, they had to pay $410,000. And how does this happen? It basically happens because when they opened the position, Tesla was much lower. But so since Tesla closed above this strike, it cost them a decent chunk to close. Ending loss $352,000 for that position. 212.50, more the same. They opened it with a credit of $31,000. And then they just closed it yesterday. They had to pay out $287,250. Ending loss $255,000. And again, as mentioned, the 220 is the savior. They made $7.3 million when they opened that baby, and they only paid $2.6 million to close it. Ending profit $4.7 million. So those 3 positions ended in a credit. So we can all be happy. The 3 positions I'm showing made approximately 6 to 7 cents. Now the new position is a 225, so we'll see how that plays out. And by the way, I didn't even go over this. I'm not happy with the new strike. My reaction face, not good. I'm a little pissed off, honestly. They only went 2.29% out of the money. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, what are you guys doing? Tesla's on the uptrend. You're not even 5% out of the money. Again, I don't know when they made the trade, so I don't know what it was in the middle, at that time. But still, come on, man. 2% out of the money. We could get destroyed next week. But let's hope. We now need to hope Tesla stays flat. I don't want to hope that all the time. Sell 5 to 15% out of the money. God damn it. That's what the prospectus says. Anyway, active trades. Again, 225 strikes, 2.29% of the money, expires next Friday, November 10th. But before then, we have a big day. We have Declaration Day, and we'll see what happens with that, right? I predicted, again, 48 cents, whatever. It's 44 to 55 cents. That's my prediction. I had to pick a number, so I picked 48 cents. I believe the Kenny on Kamir's channel, he's picking 46 cents. So we're all in the close range. So we'll see what happens. It's just a guess. So it is what it is. Who cares? Tesla price, again, closed 19.96 for the day. 30-day IV is under 50%. So not, we want that to stay at 50 if possible, but it's at 45. It's okay. 30-day chart for Tesly versus Tesla. Again, still looking pretty solid together, mimicking each other. Price. So we had, 2 up days. So obviously the 11/2, which was, I believe, the Thursday, we did not capture all the gains as we knew. So that, that was a perfect example of why they have to sell a little more out of the money. But anyway, let's get into what happened yesterday. Tesla closed at $219.96. The change was $1.45 in total, which ends up being an increase of 0.66%. Tesly went up 15 cents to $12.15, a change of 1.25%. But again, Tesly price includes income from premium. So how much income, did they make, right? So the variance was 0.59% in Tesly's favor, right? We're showing Tesly's difference was 7 cents, like they made 7 cents more. However, we made 13 cents. So again, the timing and things like that, it's not going to be exact, but you get the idea. The difference is pretty damn close. So that's, again, we're just tracking this to make sure the price change between both Tesly and Tesla makes sense. That's the only point. Cash and treasuries, our newest and very colorful tab. So what happened? You'll notice I filled in the 3 because for the weekend, obviously the weekend is not going to change anything. So look at the 11.4 row. It went up, cash went up 8 million. And do you know why it went up 8 million? You can see the change over here, by the way, 8.4. That's including treasuries. But treasuries, again, not big change. The big change is 8 million in cash. Cash went up 8 million. Guess why? Because we earned premium from the call. And now to go back to that, what I mentioned earlier here, I added up the income from the 11.3 transactions, right? It's a net credit of 8,036,000. We added 8,470,000. So again, it's not going to be penny for penny for other reasons, but it's pretty damn close. You get the gist. So we increased our cash position, which is good, especially heading into declaration date. More importantly, ex-dividend date coming up. So they need the money to pay out their shareholders. And hopefully it's around what we think. It better be at least 48 cents. Come on. But yeah, so that's a good thing right there. Hopefully you guys understand this tab. If not, let me know, because I didn't really, it's nothing too much to explain. I mean, the last tab I'm not going to fill in until we get a little, maybe into mid-month to make it interesting. So that's it with the trades for yesterday. So let's get into Airborne's excellent work, guys. By the way, before I even talk about this, go to his Twitter and give him a follow. All right, he posts this well before I'm going to talk about it, so you should check him out. You should check this out on his Twitter instead of waiting for my video to pop up. So shout out to Airborne, great work. So how did every fund do for the week? Again, this is not every transaction for the week. These are only the closed position results for the week. So my closed tab, and I show the net profit of those closed positions. That's basically what this is doing. So who's in the green? Who had a good week? Tesly, PP, Zomo, Aptly, and CONY all did great. Tesly did the best. That's good to see. Who's in the red? Everybody else. Oh my God, look on the bottom. OARC, garbage. NVIDIA, garbage. AMZ, god damn it, AMZ. Netflix, god damn it. My funds are at the bottom. I'm getting really pissed off with OARC. They're on thin ice here, but they better do good next week. I don't know what happened. Maybe they had to do a big roll. Maybe they were completely buried in the money and they had to do a roll. I don't know. But these are the weekly results. So if you'd like to see this in more detail, you can go to Airborne's X account. I believe I don't know what the handle is, but I'll pin it to this video at some point today when I get home. Also, credit to Airborne. QQQY results. How did they do? Amazing. Holy crap. It's been a bull week. Well, I'll call it a good week in general. So if it's on the up and up or flat, then QQQY will do good. They made 56 cents per share per week. hopefully Airborne can add the stock price, the ETF price, so we can see how that shifts as we earn the money. But if you want to see more of this, again, go to his Twitter, and then we'll check out JEPY. Again, amazing, 49 cents. What was QQQ? 56, 49. Awesome. Defiance kicking ass. As you remember, last week was like a Debbie Downer week. But there's good weeks and there's bad weeks. So as long as there's more good weeks than bad weeks, then we are good. So again, this is great news for the Defiance funds, for those of you that own them. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this content, please click a like, especially since it's the weekend, right? We're working on the weekends here. If you haven't yet, you could join my Discord. I finally fixed the link. It's good for 30 days. So you can go to the YouTube channel and there's a link there if you want to join the Discord. And it's free if you're wondering, obviously. What else? That's it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments section, okay? As always, I do appreciate you guys watching my content. It's and obviously giving me the positive feedback. It feels really good and keeps me motivated, keeps me going. So have a great weekend, everyone. And that's it. Later.